Oh, what's going on? What's good, people? How is y'all
Yeah, yeah,
doing
yeah,
this
yeah.
Wednesday? This is Pulling Up
Family.
Culture Conversation, episode 6. We got the whole gang
Ooh,
here today. What's happening? We gonna go around
ooh.
the table. You
What
already
up? What
know
up?
me. CDouble. I keep it 100. I stay one up. If you ain't fucking with battle rap, please do me the favor and shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
You already know.
We're gonna
Uh,
try not to curse. We're gonna try not to curse. Remember?
and y'all know who this is. D.O.A. The control
Pop it.
room. He is in the building.
Hey, you know I'm gonna pull up. You ain't gotta ask me to pull up, my nigga.
FKF. Family comes first, baby. FKF.
Miss New York on
Are you the big
IG.
boss? She does battle rap Midwest shit. You know it. Get ready for these showcases and these battles coming up. First of all, I ain't dropping my card till the time I drop the card.
Hi.
But when you see this card, you're going to see a card that's meant to happen. What are we talking about? Midwest shit, gang.
And the big fella Zyir is in the house tonight. What's happening,
Big
big fella?
fella.
What up, though? What up? What up? What up? What up? I'm happy to be
What?
here, man. I'm just happy to be here. That's it. Just happy to be here.
The stuffed animals. I love them.
Oh yeah, this is Miss Trisha right here. Miss Trisha.
Listen, tell Miss Trish. Tell Miss Trish I'm gonna have to send her one. I need mine to go on the couch too. Fuck that.
Yeah, this Miss
My
Trisha
son can
right
tell you I'm about that stuffed animal life.
All right. So how everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing
You
tonight?
know, I always like to say, first and foremost, peace and positivity to everything that you do, and I hope that prosperity drips. The only thing with P that drips on you. We are here on Wednesday midweek. A lot of things have went on. Prosperity is in the mission. I want to say this: ching, ching, ching goes the money tree.
Bang,
Okay?
bang,
You
bang.
know, you know. So, ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. You heard? So we out here just pulling that energy. If you can ching, ching, ching with us, you know what I'm saying? Feel the vibe. Trust me, the cash app will be up on Friday on the Low Tier Podcast. You know what I'm saying? We going here, Low Tier Wars. We doing it big on the Low Tier Wars because everybody matters. Shout out to my kings, all my baby fathers. Shout out to my baby fathers, Zyir, Battle-thon, ENT, D.O.A. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. CDouble, I appreciate you. My God brother, you can't be my baby father, but you my God, you're my God baby father. My God brother Terrance, yo, I appreciate y'all. Hoodie man, everybody, appreciate y'all for being here and a part of the culture. And we got these topics, so CDouble, lead us.
Lead us. Let's talk about it. CDouble is quiet. You muted.
Don't be the mute.
Nah. You know, I like to get everybody talking. You know what I mean? Y'all want me to drop the bomb first?
I mean, whatever you want to do. We here.
Let's just start here. Somebody want to read it?
I'll read it. What that say? Hold on, what that say?
I'll read it.
It is with great disappointment
What?
we announce that Murder Mook will not be participating in the upcoming Till Death Do Us Part card, despite the exhaustive efforts by the URL, Drake, and WOOK to bring the hold on, y'all. Hold on, because I'm over here like somebody come here, somebody read it.
I got it. Despite exhaustive efforts by the URL, Drake and Mook to bring the God tier MC to the stage once more in 2021, the stars did not line up. Mook did everything in his power to rise to the occasion for his fans, but during the negotiation for the battle, several mishaps transpired in securing him a viable opponent. One potential opponent, who originally agreed to his highly anticipated contest, reneged on his verbal agreement. Verbal agreement. I'm glad they put verbal because it wasn't writing, so that was their fault.
Okay.
All right. Opting not to sign his contract in the 11th hour. So he waited till the last minute. Whoever this person is waited till the last minute after verbally saying, yes, I will battle him. Waited till the last minute and said, I'm not signing that contract. Another opponent Did not believe he was prepared in such a limited time to ensure a performance worthy for such a high caliber card. And even though Easy the Block Captain, the rising star that was announced, stepped up to the challenge, all parties in good conscience could not go forward. The pull no punches thing is in the way. Everyone wants to give the culture the very best. And because of the unfortunate twists and turns in negotiations, that outcome would not be possible. Smack White and the URL team are committed to preserving the integrity of the sport when possible. To create magic, we do so with our energy, resources, and talent. However, from now on, when we see that a battle will not live up to the mastery of its own hype, we will kindly do what is professional and make the best decision.
So hold up. Give me 20 seconds. So because of Hustle versus Coffee, we're not getting Easy versus Mook? Because the only
How
thing
you gonna blame it on them?
fired, hold up. I said 20. That was 8 before you cut me off. I'm gonna start back around now at 9. So the only thing that has transpired negatively in the last 2 weeks has been Hustle versus Coffee. That's the only other rookies versus vet situation that we're talking about. What are we talking about?
All right, so your 20 seconds is there.
Yeah.
We have to also consider the fact that Surf has been saying for years that he's not going to take a small amount of money because he knows how much Mook is getting paid. So we have to keep that in consideration because it did say that this person reneged. One person reneged. They made a verbal agreement. I highly doubt it could have been because of Coffee and Hustle. And we also have to keep in consideration the fact that Briz Rothstein is now actually doing interviews and he's telling people that Mook is lying and he never backed out on the battle.
But here's
I've
what I'm
heard that
saying.
too.
But the narrative is what I'm talking about. The narrative that's being pushed is that someone could not do the battle. No one's really looking for Briz and Mook right now. So the battle that people were looking forward to since the card was dropped was Easy versus Mook. So respectfully to Briz, I love you, Briz, but I am in no way talking about you in this conversation. So I respectfully remove you until you get what you deserve. The same way that Mook, everyone else got what they deserve. So and Daylight and all of them. I respectfully remove you from this conversation. What we're talking about now is it was Mook versus Easy the Block Captain. We're no longer talking about what could have been or should have been. What we seen on the card was Easy versus Mook. So we're only talking about that specific situation. We're not talking about everything else. But if I'm going off of what is being read upon, the only other rookies versus vets card or battle that was set up that did not live up to its potential, other than Coffee and Hustle, would be the 2-on-2s a year prior. So niggas ain't talking about that because they clearly have booked and paid for people to come back after their chokes and their jersey. So we're not talking. Clearly, they're not basing it upon that from a year ago.
Right.
Well, I know Diz also said he was supposed to battle Mook, and they they talked to him about booking the match, and then he said he ain't hear nothing for some reason. He don't know why he not battling.
Like Disaster versus Mook would be one of the biggest cards in battle rap history. We're tripping.
Yeah, because
technically it would be URL versus KOTD.
I think I see what's happening.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Put your spread on it. Put your mayo on it, OG. I need to hear this spread. I got my bread ready. I'm listening.
Facts.
They want to see Mook and Surf, and Drake been pushing this battle since day one. He got $500,000 for it, and nobody want Easy, and Mook makes no sense
at all. It's too quick.
It's not even it never made sense. So they got to come up with some. It was so stupid. It's like that's like Rosenberg battling Lux. What are we doing?
Right. He'll never get that.
There's too many. Easy should not be battling Mook. They shouldn't even be in the same room having a conversation about battling. So that was dumb. But nobody wanted to say anything. We ran with it. It was okay. But we know it made no sense. They want to see Mook and Surf. Surf is on this. You see, Surf is everywhere now, talking about Mook, talking about hustle, and he's talking about hustle and coffee all
Right.
week. He went
Right.
in early yesterday. He went in.
Right.
So he's on a campaign right now. He's on a crazy campaign of just really.
Salute to Rain that's in the chat. We gonna have to get you up on the show, Rain. You
Yeah,
be
we gotta get Rain on the
we
show.
I
definitely
was just
gotta get
talking
you
to
on the
her.
show.
What's up, Rain? I love you. We're gonna get you on here soon.
So basically, I think what's happening is they're gonna save Mook, being that he had a bad performance on Summer Sadness, and they're gonna preserve him a little bit and let it build up again because there's too much money on the line with Mook. Drake already put it out there that he wanted Surf and Mook to battle. Say they have $500,000. Where did Easy come from?
Right.
It makes no sense. So they're gonna try to play the chess game, and you're gonna see it's gonna be Mook and Surf on a different card.
I'm with
Why?
that. I'm with that because
You'll
he can't play. He can't play with that. Who's Surf battling? Calico on this card? Calico,
They were
right?
It's a
supposed to.
rematch, and I don't know why they doing it again.
They were supposed to. So are they gonna do it now? Because Cal wanted 100,000.
I don't
To
know because
battle?
that's right. Cal backed out of the card too.
Yeah,
Oh, he did.
they're
Yeah.
playing games.
Yo,
URL got issues.
can
There's
you
issues
throw that
going
up?
on with URL.
Sorry, y'all.
What, the Drake card? Yeah, I got the Drake card.
Pull
Right.
the Drake card up. We're gonna skip a run and come
Yeah.
back. Pull the Drake card up since we
Calico
over
back
here now.
out. Damn. Okay, so Rock and Twerk was been supposed to happen, so that fits.
Right.
That's viable. Geechee is definitely worthy of a loaded Lux. A murder
DNA deserves Geechee. Sorry, DNA deserves Lux before Geechee, but continue.
Is DNA even on this card?
No.
No.
But I'm just saying in context.
Well,
in context.
I hear what you're
I'm
saying,
sorry.
but I'm trying to
I'm
speak
sorry.
in the mind of a Drake
I'm sorry.
because Drake is a fan of battle rap. It's his birthday, so I don't want to speak.
I would think he was one of the biggest people in battle rap. DNA is one of the biggest, most sponsored artists in battle rap. Above
This is a card that
Drake may not
Drake wanted.
Drake may not
wanted
like
this.
Respectfully, but we talking about like again, this is me thinking the best of the best will be on the card.
Right.
Respectfully.
Yeah, Drake looking at DNA like, nah, I don't.
Because you're not popular.
Yeah, he wants to
see how
believe.
we see how Drake looks at battle rap.
Right. Pat Stay versus Real Sick. Okay, they giving Real Sick the opportunity to battle a monster because Pat Stay is not. Jazz versus Gathas. I believe Gathas deserves it. I'm not saying Jazz doesn't.
Gaddis.
Baddest. Jazz. I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve it, but Jazz. Like Jazz. It's about time. That's really all I can say about her. And Rex.
I got Gaddis.
I gotta call this nigga because I just gotta hear what he gotta say for Rum. I'm like, I don't believe in it. I don't know. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. I don't know. It's weird.
We going from Pat Stay to Real Sick. Real Sick has been working really hard for the last 5 years in the culture. And I say that because I met Real Sick in person only 7 months after I met you, Zyir. And I got to watch him battle live. So I got to watch a couple of his eye battles and things of that nature. But I got to watch him battle live in North Carolina. Shout out to 3BL, Body Bag Battle League out of North Carolina. I met that day Shotgun Suge, Jay, T-Top. There were so many people in the building. And what I seen in Real Sick was the ability that other artists don't have when they're new. Like, when they're new, they seem uncomfortable. They seem that they have to get used to the building. When you watch people that have to build up to get to their bars, Real Sick isn't one of those type of artists. So I always kind of knew that Real Sick, this is 20, and mind you, I wish that Terrance was on a call right now, was here right now with us on the stream, actually, because he drove me. He drove us there when I got to see Real Sick live for the first time. And it was just a certain energy that Real Sick has. Like, y'all may look at Real Sick and visually see him, but I promise you, if you was to close your eyes and listen to him, as I have done for plenty of battle rappers within my ethnic diaspora and beyond, if you listen to him and you don't know how he looks, you're going to give him the round. And that is what you should be basing it around off of. Not your thoughts, but the skill that you're listening to. And Real Sick is one of those. So I'm just saying, with all love and respect to anyone standing in front of Real Sick, he has a bigger story to tell. And I feel like his end game is really Disaster. So everyone before Disaster, you got work in front of you, beloved. I'm going Real Sick, and I'm giving Real Sick 2-1 over everybody, every time.
You good.
Period.
I got Pat Stay winning that battle.
Stop. Let me just say this real quick.
I got Pat Stay.
Respectfully.
I'm gonna just say this real quick. I like that. I like what you just said, because I caught that when
early
he was in his battle and he took the time to tell his people about what's going on in his home country.
Hello.
Disaster is the only motherfucker I know, pardon my language, no cursing. Disaster is the only one I know that's on Twitter every week, damn near every day, talking politics and letting people know what's going on overseas.
For real.
Yo,
that's
listen,
what I'm saying. His real competition is this on some real talk shit.
When I heard Real Sick speak, I think he was battling, was it Danny? I said, and he's made that statement about his country. Yo, send some love and prayers to my country. It's crazy over there. I said, this sounds like a Disaster to me. Oh, I like this. Yeah,
but I'm saying this. I've been watching him for so long. I'm sorry.
It sounded like he said he was swagger jacking. That's what it sounded like.
Never. It's the feeling. Let me say this, and I'm not going to speak for Zyir, so he can cut me off and correct me when it's time. There's a certain feeling, and regardless of, and I guess this is from a different standpoint because my son's Italian, Irish, and Black. I don't look at someone's complexion and assume that I know they're fucking burdens. This is what gave Disaster the benefit, because he could talk that shit to you. Now, y'all look at Disaster as being one of the only of that diaspora that does this. Real Sick is the second. The second. There is nobody else of that diaspora that's doing that. That's why it was so ill when the male gay artists started coming out and putting themselves out there as battle artists, because it was so used to having lesbian artists there. So now when you have the male gay diaspora coming forth like J2 and the Double A's, and you feel what I'm saying, and the Dear Summers, you have the opportunity to feel it and develop it from a different direction. So for me, Disaster is who Real Sick is going to conquer, because in order to be the best at what you do, you gotta beat the best. And for Real Sick, when he beats Disaster, because I'm standing by, and Disaster is my number 4 favorite battle rapper of my top 5 of all times. He's my number 4 of my top 5. No matter what order you ask me in, he will always be there. And I do feel that Real Sick is the one to move Disaster. Visually, on camera, he will be the one. Verbally, lyrically, he will be the one. Distraction and bars, he will be the one. There's no one else that can give Disaster him like one of his own. Period. In my opinion.
Wooksa.
Let me just can I just say this real quick? I just want to say something. It's really off topic, but for those who care, Josh Gibson, black man who played for the Grays, he hit 800 home runs. Babe Ruth only hit 714. I just wanted to say that.
Congratulations, Josh Gibson, on the 1s and 2s for the number 1 spot. Yes, give him his. Give him his.
In the matchup nobody's talking about, T-Rex versus Rum Nitty.
I told you, it's quiet for Randy Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Randy Watson. He came to the stage.
I said this. Nah, real shit. I said this when I worked for 15 Minutes of Fame when he backed out on the new nigga. What was the new cat that UW was pushing? That he
Rad
was supposed
B.
to battle him.
Rad B.
Yes,
And
it was Rad B.
I said at that point, I felt that, and again, I can't talk about Randy because I don't know Randy, but T-Rex as the battle artist, who I will always be able to talk about. When he didn't show up, it was not only and because people excused him from disregarding a new artist that wanted to be something that he was, not that he currently is. This is what I mean by legend versus vet. There's a difference. T-Rex is a legend, and people want to battle T-Rex based upon him being legend. Wait for it. Derry. So when you have people that come to battle you and pay a bag and you have to wait and build different stories around you not being the best you can, I don't believe you. You need more people.
D.O.A.
Oh, okay. I can talk. All right.
I don't know.
That battle's gonna be trash. Nobody wants to see that bullshit. What the fuck we doing? I mean, oops, sorry, did I curse?
You all right?
Who wants
Yeah.
to see that battle, bro?
I do.
T-Rex
I do.
and Rum Nitty.
Yeah, I want to see the battle, man.
All right.
T-Rex
All right.
just had a great. A lot of people say he didn't win, but it was a good showing versus Easy, the Black Captain. Rum Nitty, well, he was good, but he just lost to Hollow, so they both coming off losses. Somebody need a W, so it's gonna be good, and Rum Nitty ain't never no slouch, so I think it's gonna be entertaining. That might be the
All
most
right.
entertaining battle with energy in the on the whole card. That's an energy
All right.
battle.
I mean, if you, all
Especially
right.
the
I
Rex.
mean,
And
he's
slam the
gonna throw
hat.
the hat.
He gonna
He's gonna
slam
throw
the
the
hat,
hat.
and he got the energy, and he get to moving them hands and sliding, bro. And Rum Nitty,
He's
he all go.
he's
I
gonna
got
throw the hat on the floor, and I don't know, and I'll kill somebody tonight, and I'll be on the block and got the guns and all that. Like, I don't. He's not believable no more to me, bro. I'm being honest. Like, it's the
Kendall
same
said
story.
Nitty 30.
Believability should have never been an option for criteria in battle rap. But I'll repeat it real quick. Believability should never have been a criteria for anyone to enjoy battle rap.
Why not? That's how it's
I'm
always
going
been.
to express to you why.
That's how it's always been, though. If you was in the hood and you said something, they knew you didn't
Let
do it,
me
they would
express
give you
to
the
you
credit
why.
in
But
your
let
rap
me
for that.
express to you why. The reason why I don't feel it should really like have a valid stance is because, and I'll use the same instance that we've spoken about personally, like Danny Myers worked up and built a collateral of $12,000 to battle someone that the most prospectively said was on top. And when he did that and gave him the amount of money, they flipped it to make him seem like he was weak for spending it. So narratives are what I'm not with, because
Just because
people
he
can
dubbed
easily
you, though.
see. I like to slowly walk into shit. People can easily make it seem as if someone is one thing while actually being something totally else. When someone comes and brings you $12,000 into your artist, you should have considered that your artist had a $24,000 pull. But niggas waited until they had sponsors and caffeine to pay people like that. But in reality, you had street people, you had street niggas willing to pay $12,000 for 3 rounds, which meant $4,000 per round. So when Danny Myers showed you, URL, that T-Rex was worth $4,000 a round, what happened? Why didn't you look at the rest of your artists and see the prospective amount of money you could have made over making these matchups? Why did RBE even have the opportunity to come back 7 years after the fact of these battles even being mentioned to put these battles together? See, while people may see the most respected and the most emulated, I see people have missed several opportunities to be fucking great. With the amount of investment and promotion and clout based upon their own fan base without the rapping that they were putting on the line, I don't think people properly evaluate themselves, nor what they were giving to the culture during the first 7 years of their career. I'm not that person.
What it got to do with T-Rex out of being believable?
Everything, because T-Rex recycled.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell we talking about
I got lost.
Let me make it make sense. Let me make it, since that don't make no sense to you, let me clarify. When you pay people thousands of dollars to give you recycled rounds from mixtapes from 10 years prior, you show the rest of your staff and employees what they pay their bands for. So when I am telling T-Rex that it's okay to come with recycled round from mixtape from 8 years ago, but I'm requiring artists to battle every 2 weeks, it's called a contradiction and a conflict of interest. Oh.
So basically you're saying the battle's going to be trash.
I mean,
politically.
What was Corby versus Hustle?
It was
Hustle being accredited by K Slay, Hustle being the first female to headline with E Heart over a decade ago. All that being the case and all those accolades meant nothing when it was time to perform. So I'm not going to carry accolades that other people
have fault, though.
If it doesn't matter when they rap, it don't matter when I critique. You understand?
I'm confused.
Okay. Why are you confused?
Let's just move on. We just move.
I'm confused.
Why are you confused? If it doesn't matter when you rap, how does it matter when I critique? If you choose to present something when you rap, and I choose to present it when I critique, it's not for you to understand. It's my personal critique, as I respect your personal critique. You don't have to understand it. Just respect it.
I'm still confused. I have no idea what you're talking. I didn't say nothing about you critiquing. I'm confused.
Why are you confused?
T-Rex is not believable. The battle's going to be trash. As far as Miss Hustle and Coffee, I think they both have fault because they both didn't show up professionally. I think they both had fault. And they had a chance to make history to be the first females to headline URL. That's thrown away now. They destroyed that. How many
newcomers has Lux faced like Surf, who jerseyed in a round versus Lux? What I'm saying is, let's not act like there hasn't been big. Hustle versus Coffee is big. This is true. But Lux versus Surf is a way bigger battle in the battle rap community. So when Surf jerseys against a person like Lux, it's way bigger than Hustle arguing with Coffee, and I will not allow that to be subjugated any other way.
You know what?
The problem.
Lux been here for 20 years. Hustle been Lux been here. Lux been here for 20 years. Lux been here for 20 years. Coffee been Hustle's been here for half of that. So when someone battles Lux, who's been here as long as a Q-Tip, a Busta Rhymes, a Jay-Z, so when someone battles against that amount of time frame in the culture and decides I can jersey the battle, and now the more popular conversation is the females getting into it, not Surf coming home after taking a year off and stumbling and then getting Lux in a 2-on-2 and jerseying. We're not going to play it out as if all I'm saying is I didn't hear this much talk about when Surf do a battle with Lux. So I don't want to drag the Coffee and Hustle situation because it's not even scale for me. You understand what I'm saying?
You know why they're not talking about it? Because nobody cares.
But again, you don't care, and nobody else has to care. But I'm only speaking about it because I care. So you don't have to care.
So listen,
and
listen,
hold
no,
on.
listen.
You
I'm
don't
not
have
making
to
it about
care.
me.
And
I'm
everybody
not
else.
making it about me.
This is pull no punches. So if they don't care, they can also go to another screen.
Right.
So on this stream, I'm gonna talk what I care about. What I care about is the factual actuals that this has happened several times.
That the history, they had a chance
Well
to make
before
history,
Hustle and Coffee.
and they messed up. And they dropped the
Well
ball.
before Hustle and Coffee. Well, very historical moments have been very historical moments have been ruined, and it had no females involved.
Surf and Lux was not a historical battle. Coffee and Hustle was.
You feel that way, but as a person that's a fan of Lux,
the culture feels that way. Have you been paying attention?
I'm not discarding your opinion. I'm not discarding what you feel is important. And I'm not saying when you speak that no one cares. Because clearly, if I'm talking about it, I care.
Nobody cares about that battle.
No, clearly, if I'm talking about it, I care. So when you speaking, I'm never saying no one cares. Clearly,
I said it.
No. So I'm saying clearly somebody cares. My name ain't nobody. So no one cares. I wouldn't be speaking about it. My name's not nobody. So I'm speaking about it because I care. So clearly someone cares, right?
Oh,
right. So what I'm saying is, when we have situations where veterans in the game, veterans like Hustle and Mook, and I know, like Hustle and Mook, veterans like Hustle and Mook, that decide they can come unprepared, they can come with antics, they can come with excuses after the bars are done. If I don't stand for it for Mook, I'm not standing for it for Hustle. But what I will not allow is acting as if several historical battles within the culture with no women involved have not been ruined. Because it has been. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not negating what you're saying, but I don't want to make it seem like as if I'm putting this issue of the energy of the culture on the females, because clearly the men have 75% more battles than the females do. So when I'm talking about this, it's in conclusion. I'm not separating a motherfucking thing.
Okay, so can I speak?
You absolutely can.
Okay. One, I didn't bring up Hustle.
You did.
No, I did not. You brought it up.
No, I didn't.
You brought that up. We were talking about T-Rex. When you look back at the live, you're gonna see it because I didn't bring them up.
We saw a comparison of situations, not the people. So I wasn't talking about T-Rex.
You brought them up.
I said it's a situation.
You brought up. We were talking about T-Rex. We was talking about T-Rex and Rum Nitty. Somehow we got it to Danny Myers and $12,000 or whatever. Now,
how people disrespect people for investing into careers.
The reason that people are upset and the culture is upset about Coffee and Hustle because there was the first females to headline URL. They was about to make history. Now,
they're mad because they can't see the fight.
Surf and Lux was not a historical battle.
Yes,
that
it was.
Just a battle. Nobody cares about that battle.
That battle wasn't as big. In your opinion. Let me
finish.
Say in your opinion, because I said in my opinion.
Let me finish. Because we talked about this earlier. When we go on this platform, we're going to speak.
Right. And I'm not arguing, but don't say what I said, because I didn't say that. It was
what I'm saying to you is you have to let me finish.
For the context. No, because we're going to misspeak what I said. So I'm not cutting you off. What I said was, in historical
like
context,
5 times already.
When Lux, no, we didn't go. I'm addressing what you just said, not everything else.
Say nothing.
What you just said was about the Lux and Surf situation, and that was about vets.
Now you're going to talk when I'm speaking.
So I felt like no, I'm addressing what you said.
You're still talking.
I'm addressing what you. Moments bigger than that.
All right, so let me finish because I'm not gonna go back and forth, right?
I mean, but if you're gonna
But we on
speak and
this
I'm gonna
plat,
speak, so we're gonna go back and forth then.
but
So we
we
leave
but
it,
we on
leave
this
it, leave it
platform.
alone. We're both gonna
Let's
keep on
let's
moving forward.
just
I
let's
just want
just
to hear the
move
I'm just saying that's
conclusion
how
forward.
it's gonna go though. It's not that he's gonna
because
say something and it's gonna be over. If he's speaking it, we're gonna keep going back and forth. It's not
I'm
we're
done.
gonna keep
I
on
just
I
going
I
can't.
heard
back
your
and
I
forth.
heard
That's
your
what this
side,
podcast is
Chermayne.
about.
I just
It's
didn't get a chance
okay.
to hear
It's not a
D.O.A.
bad vibe. It's not a bad vibe. We're supposed to be able to speak and do that. I'm not gonna not speak about it. So either we're not gonna
I
speak
know,
or
but
we're gonna move forward.
you gotta allow him to get his
And he
explanation
can.
out
And if
first.
he asks me a question, I'm going to respond. Y'all don't get to tell me how to respond. I didn't say anything
No,
disrespectful.
just let him get what he was gonna say out, and
I heard him and I responded.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
What was he saying? I didn't hear anything.
he just
What
was
he was
saying
saying
how
was what I said, what I interjected about was the fact that about what the energy was in battle rap. And what I'm saying is well before there was a hustle and coffee situation, there were several situations in battle rap, all male involved, no females involved, that all that energy came from. So we're not going to act as if it came from because they don't know. No, because this shit's been happening well before Coffee and Hustle, well before Queen of the Ring. So all I'm asking is that we don't categorize the females as if they're the first females to fuck
but
about
that,
a thing.
we wasn't
But as
talking
if
about
they're
that
the first
though.
females to be the main stage and have some shit pop off. We're not going to do that.
I just
That's what
asked
I'm
him.
saying.
I asked him why thought the battle was gonna be trash, and he was giving his reason why he didn't like
Mike
Rex.
Jones,
And he said,
I be wrong sometimes, but I said what I said, bro. So I ain't taking it back. I'm sorry.
no, he
I'm
just
sorry.
said
I said
Rex
what I
is
said. Bro,
unbelievable.
I'm sorry. I said what I said. I'm not
That,
taking it back.
no, you good, but I'm saying he was just saying he didn't think Rex was believable, and he
It's
thought
not
the
about
Rum
this. It
Nitty
should never be about believability. It should
is,
never be about
is
believability,
gonna
though.
be trash.
That's when people are taking preference over actual skill and talent because what they believe. That's when you're missing the whole scope of the entire talent. Because if it's only about what you believe, then only the people that you resonate with will be fired
But
to
we
you.
had to give our opinions. We
Mike
ain't
Jones,
got
and
to
I can give mine too, bro. So
Ain't
my
no, we
bad.
ain't
Niggas can't
never.
take my opinion. So
No,
sorry.
that's why I
I
took the time.
apologize.
That's why I took
Sorry,
the
not
time. Tried to
sorry.
woo, so I hit the
Sorry,
time
not
now.
sorry.
Hey,
Sorry, not sorry, CDouble.
Just break
Sorry,
it
not sorry.
down.
Sorry, not sorry.
Woosa. It's all good. It's all love here. I'm trying to move
Think
on
so.
to the
I
next.
would hope so. I would
I'm
hope we can
trying
voice
to
our
move.
opinions and it be all love. Because I don't
Yeah,
feel no people way.
I'm trying to move on to the next topic.
And let's move on. We got an hour and 17 minutes.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we
And
do.
we would somehow end up going through a lot of things because y'all already
It's
done.
supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Remember, everybody agree. We're not supposed to agree. Y'all want to
y'all
see
was
some
going through a lot
kumbaya
of
shit? Go to
things.
church. If you
Nah,
want to see
you good.
kumbaya, don't come to pull no punches. Go to where they tell you what to say, and when they add you onto the live, and when it's what to talk about. Over here, we're gonna come with separate conversations, separate mindsets, separate viewpoints, and we're gonna holler about that shit. Y'all don't want to hear that shit? I'm sorry. Go kumbaya over there.
Yeah. Jesus. We all good though.
Mike
We all good.
Jones.
Let's see what some of the chat is saying. Kendall from the chat saying the battlers are supposed to make us believe what they're saying.
Because it's
Uh,
theater. Because it's theater.
Theatrics.
Rain said
That's all
that
I'm saying. They're not making you
he,
believe that's who they are. They supposed to
she
present to
think
you
we
a
were
show and
saying that
experience.
they don't acknowledge worth versus privilege. Some people
Say
are
it.
privileged. Some people are privileged to they could go up there and fuck up, and it might be somebody that everybody else believe is worth more and wants to see more. But favoritism is everywhere.
I'm gonna say this. If y'all go look at the results from the easy to block happening in the chess battle right now, and go look at those results and see what's currently happening with Cave Gang, including Easy, y'all would stop holding on to all these fucking antics. I'm trying to tell y'all to enjoy the spark. To enjoy the sport. because looking online and seeing things and checking Twitters ain't giving you what you really about to give. Because for all y'all knew, 2 weeks ago, Easy and Chess was enemies, right? Follow the bars, okay? Follow the talent. What you're gonna be drawn to and commercialized to is what they're gonna get to you. Just like ABC, NBC, MTV, BET. You understand? It's URL. It's the same three. PNP, pull no punches. We gonna try to
WWE.
give you what we want to give you. We gonna give you what we want to give you. So I'm just saying that. I'm sorry, what you say?
I said WWE.
But you understand? So that's all I'm saying. Like, there's no real beef. Beef is when you scared to walk outside in the streets. Oh. Beef is when you can't see your niggas. That's beef. That is just reality. So I'm saying, if you want WWE your way through it, that's fine. Me as a person who doesn't follow negativity, I'm cool with that. But if we gonna really talk about stature and the determination of how battles go, we know we're not getting that from the URL. We getting popularity slots. We getting who got the best stock and who.
I know this. We was talking about who was gonna win the battle and why he didn't think the battle was gonna be good.
Don't be light skin on your life.
Other joint. We did.
You done spazzed out. He like, we talking about the battles.
The URL announcement, the battles, and what was the other joints you had? CDouble.
We had the Brick by Brick 2 card, the Pennsylvania card.
Oh yeah. Brick by Brick. Prayers out to Hitman Holla and Cinnamon.
Yeah, let's
prayers out.
Salute to that Black King. Salute to you,
y'all
Black
see,
brother.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows the news.
Walk her through that situation thousands of miles away from your house, and you got that woman in there by herself, and you was able to coach her through that situation, and potentially is the reason why she's still alive, you know? So that's a blessing. I know she was scared. I know any woman would be scared in a situation like that.
Any person, for a woman,
right.
Any
person, but that's a blessing that he was able to coach her through that, and she's stable, you know? That's what's up.
Definitely, you know what I'm saying.
On the nigger side of things, on the nigger side of things, I hope he gets down to the bottom of what happened, so he can get some type of closure as a man.
Right. Because looking over your shoulder is no game. Go ahead, CDouble. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people saying a lot of stupid stuff like, "Oh, that's what you do, get for flashing your stuff on this or that and all that." But still, man, a man should be able to be successful and live and not have to worry about looking over his shoulder because somebody else want to take it from him, bro. Like, let the man be successful.
Right.
I just want to say this is me. I'm not playing devil's advocate because I guess in context I've been a devil before in different lifestyles I've lived. So I'm gonna say this. Be careful. Because you never know who remembers. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you there's nothing about Hitman Holla in his current days and his lifestyle that's bringing him that type of heat. You understand? Or bringing someone to his home to home invade. So I say this with the utmost respect to Cinnamon and Hitman Holla. May all peacefulness, security, safeness, solitude be brought to you and your families. May you be covered in blessings, and I pray for that for you. But let's be mindful. When we live a certain type of lifestyle, that lifestyle follows us. And just because we choose not to live that lifestyle no more, doesn't mean we don't hold those same repercussions. We have to be careful who we gather into our lifestyles, because if she wasn't the right type of female, this would be all type of wrong.
Right.
And shout out to him for having a strong, loyal woman by his side, willing to go through this with him. Shout out to that. Because now he gets to, now all he has to do now in the context of her still being with him after her suffering such a traumatic experience is a blessing to Hitman. Not to her. Be careful. Be careful. Just be careful. You out here living a certain lifestyle. Understand all the the consequences. As a female, if you out here and that's your man, and he had that life, or that's the life he living, understand that when you attach yourself to that man, that's your life too. Understand that I buried my fiance when he was very young in 2014. So that's now 7 years ago. 7 years and 9 months since I buried my fiance who lived a certain type of lifestyle. You understand? And the last thing I got to see of him is me putting dirt over his grave. And after that, paying the bills that I had left for his gravestone. You may think this is the life that you want to live, and it may be okay for you, but if you're really not built for this lifestyle, this is not for you. And these are consequences that come with the actions of being with men and or ourselves who live this lifestyle. Let us never forget that when we choose a lifestyle, these things come with it. I'm not taking anything away from the suspects and or people who came and brought any dismay or dismantlement to Hitman or his family's home. But what I am saying is, for us of those people who choose to live this lifestyle, may we never forget this comes with a lifestyle. It's a part of the game that we play. Never forget. No matter how far removed you move yourself from it, some people will never forget who you were when you started. Don't forget that part.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the ugly truth of that's the truth. You know what I mean? But I like you said, I don't wish no harm on nobody.
No
So
harm. No
my
harm.
prayers
Most
go out to him and her and they whole situation. I'm happy she's okay and was able to make it through that. I hope some justice get brought to him as well. You know what I mean? Because no matter what, that woman is scarred for the rest of her life, and she probably didn't know nothing was going on about nothing. She was so
Casualty. That's crazy. Good, like I said, thank God that she survived it and he was able to coach her through it, because that shit is sad, man. But blessings and peace and love to them. You said there's a 2-day RBE card?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there he is. And
I think it's November 12th and November 13th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I got them right here. Here's the first one is the 12th with Catch Capone.
Ooh.
And Brasi as the headliners. They got some people on there. I see a few people on there.
I like that range. She said, no matter how fast you walk, you can't run from yourself. Ain't that the truth? I don't even try. I sit in it every day. Like, oh, this is me. But Brazy. What is that?
Is that Brasi? Is that Brasi? Not Brazy.
Yeah,
is it Brasi? Because I know who Brasi is in battle rap. I don't know who
Cash Capone versus Brasi.
All right. Brasi. Dizzy Spade versus Tom.
Him with the steam. Him.
Not the
Him with the steam. Salute to him with the steam. I like that name. Versus Young Jers. Clever versus King Fat Boy. I like that name. King Fat Boy.
King Fat Boy out of Philly.
Fat Mac out of Shank Preezy. Wow, Shank. That's the first name. He's dangerous. Sassy versus John Gatz.
That's Indiana.
Sassy got to be a woman.
Sassy, the white boy from Indiana. He's fire.
He's
fire.
Strat versus Trey Mega. Shit. That is him. Is Trey Mega? That sounds like the young boy that was battling on We Go Hard like 4 or 5 years ago.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Trey Mega not only battled on We Go Hard, but he also battled on Bless the Mic.
Is that him? Let me see.
Is it? I mean, do the research. I can be wrong. I'm not always right.
Busy Bias. And Busy Bias versus LSG. I don't know either one of them.
I know who Busy Bias is. I don't know who LSG is.
And Maul Casanova versus TD Big.
I know who Maul Casanova is.
Let's go, Maul. I'm rooting for Maul right here. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's go, Maul.
I'm rooting for Cash and Maul. Who you talking about? Fucking Purple Wars on.
Yeah, you definitely.
I'm claiming all mine.
He said, I never heard of any of them. Well, that's why it's a brick by brick card. They trying to bring some new artists in. And then on the second day, let me see, is this it? Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Here we go.
Wade versus Bill. Damn, I don't even want to. I like both of them. Man.
Tony the
I like
Tiger.
that. I don't want to say who's going to win. I think
Tony
it's a
the Tiger
mismatch.
versus
That's a
Taco Tuesday.
mismatch.
He's silly. They be having some crazy names, man.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
Bill versus Swave. Swave could do it, but I think Bill Collector's gonna come up with something
finesse. Bill gonna finesse it.
Yeah, Bill's gonna be more creative. I think. I think Swave is gonna be gassy. Swave be gassy. Swave, don't smoke before you get on stage. Swave. Rosenberg Raw versus Chef Trez.
Trez.
I'm not even. No, it's crazy because I love the old Rosenberg, but this I don't know. A lot of dudes seem like they kind of like got to stardom.
I got Raw
leveled off. Like a lot of artists feel like that to me. A lot of artists got really good and they just leveled off. Who's the next battle after that?
Who's up next, babe?
Let me get it up here. I'm
the worst names. Yeah, facts. J400 versus Mo Moolah. Now Mo is dope. I see Mo Moolah versus was it Mo Moolah?
No, hold on. We mean wait.
Mo Moolah
from a thin chocolate tone Mo Moolah.
Yeah, he coming back.
Mo Moolah grew 3 times. What we talking about?
Back.
And J400. I definitely would love to see J400.
Yeah, I gotta see this live. We gotta see this live.
I got Jay. It's November 13th.
Craig Lamar versus Jay Slash. I can't really talk on that one because
I got Craig Lamar.
I'm not too familiar.
I got Jay Slash. Midwest shit. I got Jay Slash.
I got Craig Lamar. I think Craig Lamar is a better rapper.
$10 bet.
Zay versus Wise. Zay versus Wise and Jez LaFleur versus Calf. I got Wise. Wise is dope.
I seen Wise. I don't know why he's at the bottom of the card. Floss the Boss versus
I got
Larry.
Floss. That's my boy.
Jay Breed. I don't know who these two are.
I got Dre Dennis versus Coach Corleone. I got Dre. I don't know Coach Corleone. KD versus Payne.
I got Payne. I got Payne. Payne from Ohio is fire.
He's fire. I gotta watch it. KD. I've been rocking with KD since it's been. I think I met KD at what was it, 2016 at the URL joint where they had Jack Boy Maine versus Drugs. I think I met KD there. Yeah.
Yeah, KD is nice. KD been spitting the whole
St. Louis.
Time. Yeah, he's nice.
St. Louis got some low-key hitters. I like T-Double coming out of St. Louis, but I feel like they made him battle D.O.A. just to deny him further battles on the URL because T-Double versus JC was fire. T-Double versus JC was fire. But when he battled D.O.A., it was almost as if they put that battle together so D.O.A. could kill him and then they could deny him future battles on the URL.
The name
really good. T-Double's nice, man. Like I've been watching T-Double 5-6 years now. Like he's really
I don't know where he at right now though. I don't know.
He was really on some activists. He was on the activist movement for a little while. I did reach out to him and speak to him a few times. You know what I mean? Like, why are you not on URL? We gotta get you on URL. And he was telling me, he's like, yo, Norb's reached out to me a few times. I definitely, and then I think maybe a year or two after I was talking to him, he's like, yo, Norb's got me locked in with D.O.A. I said, all right, cool. They battled, but then after that, it was just like, and plus he really wasn't fully himself. That's another thing that hurts. When you really want to see an artist do good and they're excited to do it, and so much time goes in between the battle that you really want them to get and they finally get it, and because it was so much time, it's like the artist lost all their energy for the battle.
Swamp versus T-Top, perfect example. I used to want to love to see that battle, but after it took a year, it was like, never mind.
That's like Briz versus Mook for me.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's been over a year now.
Yeah, never mind.
Actually, no.
It's been longer than that.
When did they get into that incident at Club Amazura? That was almost 2 years ago.
That's almost 2 years.
Next year will be 2 years. We're past the year mark.
In a few more months, it'll be 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like less than a half a year, it'll be 2 years. It's almost November, considering it's November 2021. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
because
saying. Was it
that was
necessary
before.
to have?
I'm sorry. It's a little bit of lag in sound. That was
Right.
before the pandemic, right? Club Amazura? Damn.
After cuss.
Damn. Almost 2 years since Tay Rock was at the door, holding it. Almost 2 years since they got into a brawl on the stage. Everybody ran, but Chess stood his ground. Randy grabbed the bottle. He's famous for that because he did that. Randy grabbed the bottle because he did that at BBQ at the what's the name event, the female event. Yo, oh man.
And then we heard, I ain't never feel about no battle rappers. Not no real ones.
I think my expectations have come from the ground up. And at some point, you expect battle rap to meet the potential. So when Caffeine came, I guess I just like in battles that was happening, I was getting a certain type of feel. Like they was setting up certain type of matchups that was like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. But then we get down to this, and we doing Mook versus Reed, and we see what we get. So it's like, are we really giving here's what I feel like. The fans were baited. That's what I feel like. I feel the fans were baited. They were baited because they were given a certain caliber of battles. The first like 6 to 8 months of URL Caffeine, and then Queen of the Ring came in at the full. It was like, ooh. Well, and we can get the extra battles, or after we stream, we can see them on the app. It was a double reason to do it, right? But that's only for the people who've never been disappointed by spending their money watching these people live. So it's like, now that Caffeine is here, this is why I support pushing live events for Verbal Warzone, because while we may allow a run back on one round, the people need to see what you came. If you were booked to do this job, then the people need to see what you came with. If you came with 3 rounds ready to rap, you came with 3 rounds ready to rap. If you didn't, then the people will see that. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And if you come with less, that's what they will see. I feel like having the live stream is best for the true fan. Not the people that just click on when they see, not the people that followed on after we got certain names. I mean the people who's been in the first 2,000 subscribers, in the first 500 Instagram people. Y'all matter because y'all was here when niggas was just rapping. When battle was feeling with different, when you have Butters coming and Fires coming and Savs coming and Cash is coming and Chase is coming and CDouble's coming and Black Gemini's coming. It was just like you can feel the energy in the room across the board. I mean, all the way from the Midwest, all the way over. These are names that you feel when they rap. And battle rap, because of different lanes, you got to get away from feeling to the point where people excuse not getting the feeling based upon the explanation. When people would rather you fight than see you do your bars, Hustle, and y'all don't see the problem. That Hustle, you so fire. Hustle, you was signed by DJ K-Slade, and niggas rather see you fight than rap, and that's not a problem with niggas. Platforms and all.
We wanted the bars though,
and that's not the problem. The problem is what the problem. Too. No, fuck that. You hear what I'm saying? Hear me. It's everybody's problem though.
I want to see the fight too. Shit.
And that's what I'm saying. If niggas was really gonna fight, being that they were in the same hotel room, being the same fucking location, then fighting could have happened if fighting was really the option. Fighting was not the option.
That's why I told you.
Because if niggas wanted to fight, fighting could have happened.
I think it was set up that way. Listen.
Niggas didn't want to fight for real. You want to fight for real, you say nothing. let's come to this clarification real quick.
They set that up. I'm telling you, I
Anytime you
still
want to
think it
do
was an
something,
inside job.
anytime you want to do something, and you don't want no type of like in the way distraction, then you move on your own. Because Trek said you do your dirt all by your own. So
One of
you
my
can
favorite
tell me
songs.
1,001 times, okay, that a real motherfucker needs anybody else besides themselves to do anything. Because if I was gonna punch Hustle, if I was gonna punch Coffee in her face after the battle, I would have did my 3 rounds, and as soon as I was done, I would have punched her in her face because I knew all by myself I was gonna slide her shit when my job was done.
That's why I said we wanted the bars. Oh, I don't know what happened. We wanted the bars. We
I
all
wanted the
wanted the
bars,
bars.
but I wouldn't mind seeing Coffee
But
get
we,
crazy
yeah,
because I mean,
we wanted to fight too. So
I know
either way,
hustlers. I
you
know hustlers
give us one or the other.
aping and all that.
Unfortunately, we got half the bars in no fight, but we got a whole lot
I know
of
hustlers. I know hustlers.
TMZ shit.
I know hustlers aping all that, letting her knuckles drag on the floor. But I wouldn't mind seeing that. I ain't never seen an ape that didn't turn up. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Coffee.
Oh, you must say see the fair fight. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk
Look at the
about
eyes.
it.
Look at the eyes.
We ain't gonna talk. You must say see that. You ain't catch that with her. I had to after the stream. I had to bring you up to speed on how it did look good. She was getting dog walked out there.
Farrah versus who? Who is it?
Hustle.
Oh, what? Farrah cooked her?
Dog walked her, dragging down the street type shit. Real shit.
Slow. This is old footage, Zyir, that someone had to put me onto, and it wasn't CDouble, and it wasn't CDouble. It's somebody else had to put me on because I have never seen it.
It's been out there.
Dragged her?
Yeah. In 2 separate occasions.
Come
Zyir,
follow me now.
I only ever told you about the fight that I seen in person. So when I jump back on and I hear what he's saying, and people have sent me the footage years ago. But again, remember when I came to you and we had a conversation about we don't roll like that. But yeah, It happened. I'm telling you, but yeah. And he can see the footage, but yeah. Long time ago though. Like before I was outside with my phone, this happened.
Yeah, she might have got better by now, hopefully, but
I'm just saying.
That's why we always I ain't gonna. It is what it is, man. All right, it's over with now. They still on the algorithm. They did their job.
Hello, they should.
I still think it was a fucking plant. I don't care what nobody say. Why they never seen no power outage out of all the shit they doing,
bruh.
I don't think the girl
know it's fake. Let's remind people once again: Fox and Viacom. That's it. Fox and Viacom.
I would
run the stream.
They might try to spin that bitch back around again.
But I would like to see
Viacom handle the broadcasting. Apple sent executives to go and work at Caffeine. They have complete control over power, streaming, and broadcasting. They Viacom is right here in Manhattan. They didn't go black. With backup generators in these $1 million buildings, they didn't go black. Come on. Who they fooling?
I don't believe it at all. I was like, nah, this
they not fooling big fella. I walk past Viacom at least once a week. They not fooling.
I would like to say this. You ain't fooling no New Yorker that had power during 9/11. Hold your fucking dick. If you wasn't born, you don't know. But we were attacked by terrorism and our own government, and we still had power, trees, lights, and everything else. So suck a dick.
Get out of here. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. She said we were attacked by terrorists.
Did we not?
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Never forget 9/11.
that?
I was in high school. Never forget. Never forget. I said that. Did I have these up? I ain't have these up.
Yeah, she said.
Allegedly. Excuse me. My shout out to Arvella. Allegedly.
You are funny, yo. She is silly.
Now let's get to some real topics. We do got some real topics since we are going that way.
Okay. So very much. I got salt and vinegar chips. See, why ain't y'all feed me?
All right, so first we're gonna talk about this whole Dave Chappelle situation.
Let's talk about it. Let me tell you something.
Hold on. Have y'all seen the special?
I watched the special, and I'm going to actually. Let me just say this real quick. My co-host.
We can go around the panel.
I'm going to leave shortly in a few minutes, so if you guys don't mind, I'll lead and let you guys, tell you guys how I feel about it. I got like 5 minutes. I gotta get up and go. I gotta go pick someone up. But listen, what else were you saying before I cut you off? I'm sorry.
Nothing.
No, nothing. We just wanted to know if everybody's seen it.
Okay, yeah, I saw it. I saw the special.
Go ahead.
Okay. I feel like the world is never ready for Dave Chappelle. I feel like the Dave Chappelles, the D.L. Hugleys, the Cat Williams, they excommunicated Cat. They try to block him out of the industry because Cat Williams was speaking too much about Muammar Gaddafi, about George Bush, about Dick Cheney, just about everything. He was talking too much, and they said, you know what? There's no way that you're just gonna come and break into the entertainment industry, and you're gonna talk about us, the people who run the. Oh no, you can't get away with that. Now,
and we got nothing on you.
Right.
Not to mention they own all that shit too.
Right. Now, D.L. Hughley actually petitioned the government and animal rights people. He said, if animals can be killed and you go to jail for killing an animal, then why don't black people get those same treatments? We get treated worse than animals. We need the same exact treatment that they get. If the laws say that you kill a dog, you go to jail, then that needs to be laws for black people. But now we bring it to Dave, the third comedian I mentioned. And Dave is so genius the way he put everything together, because humor, if you look at the definition of humor, it'll tell you that it's basically true. And he has a good way of spinning things, and how he stated that you can kill a black man in Walmart, get away with it, but you can't talk about that community. I want to bring in the analogy of a white man talking about that community and having to apologize. That white man being Marshall Mathers, aka Eminem. Decided that he wanted to say something about Elton John, Sir Elton John, who is knighted. Sir Elton John, he's knighted.
We had to do in America. Tell him.
Right. When he decided he wanted to say something about Elton John and his sexual preference, Jimmy Iovine, president and CEO of Interscope Records, told Eminem, I need you to go and do a performance with him, and you're to apologize on stage. That's how powerful that community is. I realized that over a decade ago when Eminem had to apologize. They're too powerful.
You can kill conscious rap.
Oh, let me just add this one thing, and I'm gonna slide out. There have been 24 to 40 known deaths of LGBTQ this year. There's over 40,000 women missing. So how is it that this community gets to cause all of this outrage and demand so much respect, but we still got women missing? We still got hundreds of kids missing. but this one group is supposed to get all that respect. And like Dave said, we are jealous of y'all because as
Period.
black people, male and female,
We still waiting.
we still waiting for someone to even allow us to have that much. It's a fraction of the attention that this community demands.
Can
And
I
I
give you the
think-
fraction? The
Mhm.
fraction that
Just a
a woman told to me was, you know, Chermayne, and you being plus size, you're comfortable with your body. You are who you are. You accept who you are, you know. But I see more people comfortable with men dressing in the clothes that you wear than you. I have not yet thought of the response other than, that's the world for you. I'm living for me. For me,
That's crazy.
anything. No, it's not even CDouble. The sad part is what I'm telling you is I have a son. I birthed one son who is about to be 18 on January 1st. And when a whole woman comes to me and tells me that the world is more comfortable with seeing a man wear females' clothes than me wear it because I'm not of everyone else's persona of what is acceptable, which I don't give a fuck about. We're not talking about that. But she said the world is more comfortable watching a man in my clothes.
Say white men. Don't say the world. Say that.
No.
That ain't me. I don't know about that. That's why I said
Ray
that's crazy.
I respect Ray J for Raycon, and I respect Ray J for Zeus and all of that. But he sure got for the love of TT up there, where all those men were not interested in being with that male who has transitioned only in physical form to a woman, and no one wanted to be on the show to date TT as TT. They want to be on the show. You hear me? So it's not even about like if you really
I ain't never watched it.
It's a thing to do. It's a thing to do. Because when it wasn't popular, when it wasn't popular, it wasn't popular. Do you understand what I'm saying? It just
I get
wasn't.
what you're saying. I get what you're
So
saying.
now that it's a thing and a trend, if you hashtag it or make a video, it's things do.
But Little Nas X is proving that it's profitable. So what can
Little
you do?
Nas X, excuse me, young. See, you talking about and I'm gonna say this respectfully. I know you in your 20s.
The same way
I know you in your
20s. No, look, the same way people using it as a weapon is people using it to
Dennis Rodman profited off of what he is doing well before and not for sucking no dick. So we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna play like Lil Nas X is the first mainstream artist
like that. No, he just came back out and said
talk to me nice.
He came
Dennis
back and said
Rodman
he was joking.
was the person. Dennis Rodman was the natural artist and the athlete and the male figure in basketball who came out cross-dressing, wearing nail color, wig color, prints in the hair. This was in the 90s, well before.
And he was still
I
smoking.
had 10 brothers, bro.
And he was smoking every.
We're not gonna act like this started with some motherfucking Little Nas X because it did not. It's for a grown-ass man. When I was a child, when I watched Grandma Ma and Larry Johnson, okay? We're not gonna act like, we're gonna talk about it. What we talking about? What we talking? I'm 37. I'm 37.
Big Mama.
We're not gonna act like this started with Martin Lawrence. CDouble, I love you respectfully. Mute me if you don't want to respond. We're not gonna act like in the black community where it mattered that it started with Medea. It did not start with Medea.
No, it didn't.
It did not start with Lil Nas X. It did not start with that. So we're not gonna CDouble. I love you. Like I love myself.
Grandmama.
You
We
can't
out
go back. I'm
C-double.
talking
I
about how
love
he
you.
uses it to get
I
money.
love you like I love myself, but I watched this as a young girl, as a young child.
They use it to get money.
This is well before Lil Nas X. This is why I don't say nothing about Lil Nas X, because he ain't the motherfucking problem, and I'm 37. So I'm just saying to you respectfully, if you want to talk to me, no, I'm 37, and I watched this my Robin wearing himself in a dress, my nigga. Lil
And
Nas X
drinking
is
your
not my
halftime.
problem, or my son's problem, or my godson's intellect to look up to. I'm 37, so Lil Nas X is not the issue. If we talking, we talking. But I know when my son I know that when I see Kids Bop, when I watch a Kids Bop commercial and they're imitating Lil Nas X, and in the video that they're imitating, Lil Nas X was dancing on the devil's lap, and Kids Bop decided to reinstate that visual and make it about 6 little kids walking through the school when the whole video is about locker rooms and schools and sports, and they did that. So what I'm saying is, Lil Nas X came well after, for me.
I got the horses in
I
the
can't
back.
talk about, you know what I'm saying, 2021 if I don't talk about 1996. That would be fraudulent as fuck if I don't talk about 15 years ago. 15 years ago, and I was only, hello? Nah. I'm sorry, I love you. And you right for what you talking about. And you right for what you talking about.
Yeah,
But for Lil Nas X, but I know when I was a child, I'm 37, when I was a child, when I was younger, my son was 18, January 1st, when I was younger than my son's age, I watched this Marvin himself. I watched him marry himself and come back to the league and beat niggas up. Fuck is we talking about? We watched him dress in a dress and come back to the league and beat niggas up.
To grandmama like that. Larry Johnson ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
Talking about Edward, but what did they push? What were they trying to push? Is what I'm saying to you.
Shoes and get money.
Okay. I guarantee you Grant Hill didn't have no dress and everyone had them bitches on when I was in the 6th grade. The Bear didn't ever have nobody dressing in transitional clothing. They had the jerseys on. And the First Downs and the North Faces and all of that, they choose to try to push narratives. And the narrative they tried to push then, they couldn't get it off. They got it off 15 years later, beloved. Counting fives.
Yeah, they got it.
They got it. Teach their own too. Supporting them. Hello, how y'all doing?
I don't wear none of that stuff, so you know. But
I don't gotta worry about it. But we pulling no punches, so I ain't about to.
As we were speaking on Dave Chappelle in his movie, his comedy stand-up that is out on Netflix right now, that they refused to take down. I'm happy they did refuse to take it down because he didn't say nothing wrong. He's a comedian. If you don't like what a comedian says, just like music, you don't gotta listen to it. He didn't offend nobody to me. I thought he was just speaking his mind. I laughed at the jokes. I was highly entertained, like as always I am when I watch Dave Chappelle. If I shave bald, you might say I look like you, so salute to him. But yeah, I think people just tripping, bro. Like, since when you can't have your own opinion? Like, everybody is so like, oh, he said something. He said something. Let's all cancel him. Nah, let that man have his own opinion. Because he you don't have to buy into it if you don't want to. If you want to hate Dave Chappelle, I'm pretty sure he don't give two flying fucks about you. I'm just gotta say it, not liking him. He's still gonna be happy with what he doing. Everybody else seems to enjoy it. There's just certain people, I don't know why, tried to get it struck down. I thought it was ridiculous for them to even attempt, knowing how well his specials do on Netflix. I don't think they want to pass the next opportunity up, even though that was his last one. Just imagine if he had one more, he might be able to get a deal for one for 30 mil. He got that many for 60 mil or whatever it was.
See,
he came back and
what
got
Dave Chappelle has over other comedians mentally is the understanding that he doesn't belong to a scope. We have to respect the fact that in reality, Dave Chappelle didn't really start getting love from the Black community until the Dave Chappelle show. So let me give you some history on Dave Chappelle. Because
That
if you
ain't
ever
true.
watch the movie Half Baked, then you would have to know that he wrote that.
I want to talk to Samson. Send me
He
to the
wasn't
moon
just
like
an
that bitch
actor.
telegrams.
He wasn't just an actor at all whatsoever. So understand that when the whole 50 million in the deal and the up all of that, it was bigger than all of that. Sometimes it's bigger than Nino Brown. And you have to receive. Dave Chappelle makes you realize sometimes it's bigger than you. That's one thing. I'm sorry that what I say with Dave Chappelle ain't got nothing to do with how funny he is. It has nothing to do with the Chappelle show, nor any movies or shows that he co-signed or co-wrote. He said one thing in one of his specials that's valid and will forever be valid. He had a conversation with his father before his father passed away. He said, "You set a limit. This is your number. This is what it is. Number, cost, benefit. This is your mark. And you never do nothing that take you beyond your comfort. Your comfort is your mark. Your mark right here, this mark right here, you see, oh, this is kind of low. This mark right here can mean $7 billion. This mark can be 7 billion. Everything above that is above 7 billion. So don't ever measure something by what you figure your vision of size, height, or weight is. You understand? And he never let nobody play him out of that. And when he was
No,
in
he
a
did.
situation where he had to choose whether he was going to take that bag, knowing the direction it was going to go, knowing how people were really seeing his pure comedy and wanting to pay him to what he figured was putting us down as a collective. He chose us over them. And Netflix in this moment chose him over everybody else. And I just want to tell you that the universe pays you back in crazy ways. Go ahead.
Now, speaking of people standing up and speaking for people, Kyrie Irving has now been banned for practice or anything with the facility with the Nets for him not being vaccinated. And he said he's doing it for a stance for those people who feel like they shouldn't be vaccinated or their bodies are healthy enough for them to be. But now it seems like in the media they portraying him like he's just a bad person. He's not a team worthy person or something like that. So it's crazy how Netflix or somebody like that could get behind Dave Chappelle, but a whole organization that's supposed to be team oriented is shunning one person for just standing up on their beliefs.
Well, that's crazy because when COVID first broke out in New York City, the MTA kind of like validated the transportation for majority all workers, which meant like if you weren't trying to go to work, more than often people were like holding it down in the crib. You weren't just like violating. Like, even transportation was free for a few months when it came to the buses and things like that. I'm trying to tell you something real. Like, because if you was a essential worker, which were nurses, bus drivers, paramedics, police officers, firefighters, and things that were keeping restaurants, and you were essential. The sad part of this is that now people have forgotten who was essential. It's not even about the basketball part. Just some months ago,
Yeah,
you were
because you got people
essential,
losing that.
and you were the only people allowed outside because you were willing to go outside.
Now you losing your job.
You're not essential anymore. So the question now comes to those people who are losing their jobs because under the same situations, COVID just came out. There was zero vaccine. I was risking my whole life and risking my family's life when I came home. And so now that you have a vaccine that has not been proven completely effective. It's on me to decide if I keep my job or not, but I sacrificed my life for you for 2 years.
Don't matter.
Sure doesn't.
And I'm with Kyrie. I just feel like it's just being forced. Y'all haven't proven that you got to go back and get all these shots. And nah, I'm just not with all that.
My thing is this. If in the simplest terms, there was a certain variant that was covered under the vaccination, but now there's several other variants of this strain that are not covered under that vaccination, what is the problem with not getting the vaccination of the one that's the last of the rest? You understand what I'm saying? Like, if COVID-19 is the strand that we want to save everyone from, but the Delta variant is what's killing everyone now?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, so how are we arguing? If it's not for each and every one, then
everywhere else saying it's like a common cold or the flu. You treat it with the same way as a common cold or a severe flu.
They've been playing with us since 9/11. If you think, or anyone else thinks, that a color code variation on the screen isn't to test how far you're willing to go or how much power you're willing to give up, you'll see. Eric Snowden didn't come out for no reason.
It's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I'll tell you that. Now, let's see. Texas, actually, speaking of that, has the mayor of Texas has banned the vaccine mandate as well. So it's more than just, as you say, Kyrie, of people feeling like, look, man, we not finna do that. We can't force these people into doing something to change themselves if they don't want to do it. So I guess, I don't know. I think it's crazy to me. It's just a divide and conquer device to me, that allegedly that I think it is. So to tell me I can't go somewhere because of something, or I got to give you my medical history to go into the store, like I ain't feeling all that. That's an invasion of my privacy. I don't need to tell you everything I got going on with me. That's like saying if somebody had an STD, they got to give you a card everywhere they go, and you get to announce it to everybody. Oh, nope, you got this. You can't come in. Oh, you got the clap. You can't sit on these chairs. No, you can't sit here, buddy. So I don't know. It's just stupid as hell to me. What they gonna do next is what I'm waiting for. What are they gonna do next? So
Nothing.
they gonna do something. It'll be something else. It's always something. We done had Ebola,
It's
Corona.
all one and the same. To me, it's not any separate thing. I feel like everything is one and the same. It's like everything is one and the same.
Zeke?
It's all one and the same. Huh?
I said they all got different names. Zeke, Anthrax, the bird, Ebola.
It's still all one and the same thing. Because at the end of the day, if it's something that can only be treated, if it's something that can convince the masses that can only be treated by them, what's the difference? The same thing when they started giving people, when they made synthetic heroin into pills and start calling them Percocets and Oxys and all of that. But they're only synthetic forms of heroin. So when they snatch them from them, what's the only other option for them to have? Actual heroin. And now we're in a situation where fentanyl, a drug that was nowhere. Okay, let's talk about it. A drug that was nowhere. No, let's just say the same way that crack was nowhere, the same way as cocaine was nowhere down. And so fentanyl now is the new thing, not ecstasy, not Molly. It's now fentanyl. It's not weed. It's not coke. It's not crack. It's not dope. It's fentanyl. And now everywhere you go, there's either fake pills. People say that their family members are dying. People
They are.
saying that their weed is laced.
I've lost 2 close friends to that shit. No bullshit.
Listen, I've lost 6 in the last 2 years because their pills are bad. Their weed is laced. Their drink had a drop in it. Where does this drug automatically come from? Nowhere. And be so readily available to all of us. It's not that many pharmacists in the world. Okay?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Gotta keep that one in there. You gotta keep it.
Allegedly.
I don't know where it's coming from. I don't even remember the day the shit got here. All I know is motherfuckers started dying.
Dying in the rapid forms. And calling them overdoses until
it went from gin and juice and smoking weed to motherfuckers doing coke and Thiz, from Thiz to Molly, from Molly to meth and all kinds of other shit, and heroin and pills and now it's this shit.
Take care of yourself.
And then it went like in a
take care of yourself.
Like a 5-year cycle. Just boom.
Take care of yourself.
Boom. Boom.
That's what I'm saying. Like my son, that's what I'm saying. My son is about to be 18. And January 1st.
It's only
so I'm saying this to you. I'm saying this from a context of, oh my goodness, I was for real.
When I
hit them 5-year cycles, being a baby that was born from crack, being a child that was born with their grandparents, being a baby in a foster care, so like all that stuff, like it's all relative. But in reality, these babies these days have even less. What about it? What about McGruff the crime dog? What about the what's the Smokey the Bear?
What happened to Smokey the Bear? What happened to the electricity bug? You gotta keep it safe around electricity. What happened to all this stuff? Schoolhouse Rock.
When conscious rap left, all of that left too.
So you saying gangster rap made me do it?
I'm saying the system made you do it. They just utilize things you can familiarize yourself with to make it comfortable.
Gangster rap made me do it. You there, big fella?
Yeah, I just had to situate myself.
It was the comfortability of the familiarity of seeing people that look like you that made you think it was okay to do it. It wasn't had nothing to do with you or them.
Because remember at one point in time, we had all in the same gang. It was like a whole little thing there for a minute. You had the commercials, you had this is your brain on drugs, you had the dare classes, then they come to your school and show you what all the drugs look like and how motherfuckers
And once they passed the bill, the 3 strikes you're out bill, I'm just telling you, for me, I seen it in that format. That 3 strikes you're out bill, they started taking those dare commercials, taking those after school church programs from the hood, it was taking it away because now it was time to start make sure we fill those bills. Because the 80s is gone. There wasn't crack and heroin on the rise. People that were still using crack and heroin in the major cities were functional addicts. So now what they did in the 90s, CDouble, respectfully, was make addicts out of the people in the Midwest and down south over the pills, because the people in the city and the borders don't need pills. We got the actual stuff. So what y'all had in the Midwest and down south in the middle sections was the pills that they had put out for the person. Like people was getting 120 Percocet 30s a month.
No, they wasn't on that. They wasn't on that here. They wasn't on that here. They was cooking up meth, blowing up houses.
Okay. And understand you're being allowed to do so. Because at the end of the day, they know what you're doing. They know what you're doing.
A house blow up out of nowhere. Like what the?
They're telling you that they have emails from 20 years ago, CDouble, off of presidents' wives and shit. So what I'm saying to you is, if they have Hillary Clinton's emails from when she was a college student, beloved, there's no one that cooked meth around you that they don't know about, baby. It's allowances.
Yo,
speaking of emails,
I want to just say this real quick, and I'm about to leave. I'm gonna drop like a few things, right? So, going back to what she said. Now, in the 80s, they took away in the 80s and 90s, they took away the vocational programs for people in high school. So now all these black successful people like my grandfather, who works for Bell Atlantic / 9X Verizon, because Verizon came out in the year 2000 when the ball dropped, they premiered their first commercial. They took those vocational trades away, phone, electricity, plumbing, all of this stuff, and now black people couldn't have jobs. So what happens is the government says, let's come out with something called petty crime laws. Because now that these people have drugs that we put into place and
they have to survive,
have jobs, they're going to commit crimes. And we don't have nothing under our guidelines to label as petty crime. So let's come out with the petty crime laws. And sure enough, people who were struggling, people who were going through the worst in life, resorted to crime. Petty crime laws, burglary, petty larceny, criminal mischief, all of these different things. But let me fast forward. Barack Obama told everybody that that our emails were safe. He said that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what did Mr. Snowden do? He said, this might cost me my life, but I'm going to drop these documents and let the world know that just because he looks like you doesn't mean he's for you. He dropped them and he went on a run. And those documents stated, yes, we are looking at your emails. So we're
all
not
of them.
And also, let me add this in. I'm about to leave. The last thing I'm gonna say, President Obama signed in something so that way they can use all 11 major satellites in orbit to track anybody's household that's producing too much heat. So if we think that they not watching us, they watch. He signed in something to have thermal scanners placed on the satellites. Because originally, these drones that we're flying around, DJI, Mavic Pro, and all these drones, they were originally for the government.
Military.
It wasn't supposed to be for the public. You know what they were going to do with those drones? They were going to put thermal scanners on the drones and allow them to go through neighborhoods and scan inside of people's houses to track the heat. Because in California, they had an uptick in cartel and weed growing. So they're trying to find out who's doing what in what house and who got grow houses going on illegally. This is what President Obama did. And not only that, President Obama saved the banks in 2008. He didn't save the American people.
He didn't save the people. He saved
all that. We got our first stimulus check from Donald Trump, not from President Obama.
He was trying to show us something. I ain't take it, but he was trying to show us something.
President Obama said, you know what? I'm going to save Wall Street. And you know what happened at that time? You know, back then in 2008 when he came in, the real estate market was so twisted that you could go get a 60-year mortgage. A 60-year mortgage, CDouble? Come on, brother.
That's make a heli bank.
A 60-year mortgage. 600,000. Let's go to $600,000.
That's why Wells Fargo went under. They are now Flagstaff because they was giving out all them whack loans to people knowing that they couldn't pay them back.
And you know what Obama didn't do? He didn't fix the fluctuation of the interest rates. Some people were locking in homes because they were so happy. Black people that really couldn't afford nothing. They said, it just went from 30 to 60. So now instead of getting a $600,000 house on a 30-year mortgage, having to pay $20,000 plus interest a year, I can go get a $300,000 house and pay pennies for 60 years. Pennies. And this is what these people were doing, but the interest rates kept fluctuating. And it put people in, it ruined people, man. So I like what she said, but yeah, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna slide out. I'll be back. Because y'all about to slide out, 16 minutes?
Yeah, 16.
All right, listen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate
you, big fella.
You being so passionate and always standing your ground, 10 toes down. And I appreciate you, CDouble, for
you already know
being great at what you do. I respect your work, and we had a great show tonight, you guys. I love y'all, and I'm about to slide up out of here.
Love you too.
All right, big fella.
All right, peace out.
Oh, I remember that shirt. Nah, I got that shirt the same day. Nah, see, I'm mad I just peeped that. Because we got that shirt the same day, like 2016. I think we was at a high society battle at the Honeycomb Hideout in New York City. So yeah, long work, like long work. And just to double down on that, CDouble. I appreciate you and all that you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the easiest.
Y'all good. We all good. It's a family thing. People gonna have their
You know,
spats.
there
Every
it is.
now and then it's going to happen. You know what I mean? As long as everybody can take a breather, step back, and know it's all love, that's all that really matters. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. We ain't here to hurt nobody's feelings. We gonna talk how we talk. We gonna say what we want to say. We gonna say it the way we want to say it.
We pull
You know
no
what I
punches.
mean? We pulls no punches over here.
I mean, but we
You know,
can be corrected. We pull no punches, but if you find you get a fact to correct this, pull it. We with it. And that's
salute
for
to everybody in the chat. The chat was active tonight. We got the Starting Five podcast. Rain is always is in the chat. You know, Kendall was in there. It was pretty active tonight. So salute to y'all for showing up. We appreciate y'all. We will be back Friday, 9 p.m. for Low Tier Wars. That's where we talk to some of these lower tier battle rap artists, try to help them and see what we can do, talk to them about their careers and the wars
There
they
ain't no
have the way
tears.
cracking
There
that
ain't no
ceiling.
tears in battle rap, baby. There are no tears. There are no tears, baby. It's
But it's a
skill, baby.
lot of
It's skill.
wars. It's a lot of wars. It's a
It's
lot
a
of
lot of wars.
politics. It's a lot of
It's the
wars you gotta
politics.
go
It's the
through.
politics. Let's justify the politics, not the talent. You know what I'm saying? Because what we got coming up in the Midwest, baby, it gotta be about the talent, not the politics, baby. So I'm just trying to set the mood.
Yeah, it's always about the talent at the end of the day. You know, some people feel very passionate about some rappers, especially ones with four letters that ends with a K and starts with an M with two O's in it. Their rapper shall not be named anymore.
Voldemort, the rapper.
Voldemort, that is his new rap name. Once again, our prayers go out to Hitman Holla and his
Yes.
lovely lady. I'm happy she's all right. She's doing fine. She says she's in stable condition. I seen she did put out a note saying thank everybody for the prayers and she's strong and she's gonna make it through it. So salute to that. To the people that did it, karma's a real bitch. And she will catch up to you one day. So, you know,
If
just hold
not
on
you,
to that.
someone you love. Don't play with it. Because if karma don't get you, it get things you love, baby. So don't play like it don't. It do.
And y'all know CDouble versus Dope is out right now, man. We doing about a 1,000 a day. If y'all could
Let's
go
keep it
over to
going.
Verbal War Zone. Let's keep this going. You know what I mean? It's going lovely. Y'all know what I do though. I came to work. I guarantee you will enjoy this battle. It's got high replay value, so you know what I'm saying. But if you watch it one time, it's like Pringles. You can't just watch it once. You got to watch it at least twice. You know what I'm saying?
Cheers.
We got some shit coming up in the Midwest. We about there. We about there. Next card, y'all
Now,
go
listen,
ahead.
I'm almost is in November 27th. I know there been some cars that came out, right? And shout out to all the cars before, because technically, in reality, Midwest has the last card of the League of the Year. Because snipers are snipers. Respectfully to everybody that's pulling up, December 11th, Philly, for the sniper division card. Hopefully, we do this showcase the day before. So we can do some other things, but December 11th, Verbal Warzone, Sniper Division 7 is going down, beloved. So if you ain't in tune, get in tune. The trailers will be dropping. It's getting filmed this weekend. So get ready, stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to Verbal Warzone LL_LLCENT on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to Verbal Warzone and ENT Battle League on YouTube so you can be in tune because it's going down. And the Sniper Division card is where we intake new artists. It's like artists from everywhere or anywhere are allowed to pull up
You see that?
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
They want to know when we coming to Detroit. I told her I got
I
the
mean,
plug.
listen,
I
2022.
holler at the cuz dollar real quick. I told her we
Listen,
could
I mean, in all honesty, see, my vision for the
2022.
Midwest division is to make sure we touch everywhere. So, in all reality, April of 2022 is an option. But when we come, it got to be enough people in that vicinity that's trying to do this sniper thing. So, I see you in the chat. You talking to CDouble, we can all talk tomorrow after 10 a.m. and before 5 p.m. and we can have a conversation. Because in order for me to come there, I need to know I have at least 16 artists from that area that want to get on. Because I already got 22 from here and 36 from here and 25 from there and 15 from New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if we come in that way, I want to continue to grow. I don't just want one or two to come. I want to grow there. I want Verbal Warzone to be something there in your city. So if you want to drag like that, that's how we dragging it. If you're not moving like that, we're not moving it. Like, that's just how it is. So I'm with it. If you really, if you just coming to rap, I'm gonna have to talk to somebody else. If you coming to like to drag it all the way out and niggas know, then fuck with me. Come to Death Row.
Death Row. You don't want niggas wearing shiny suits.
Yo, sis. Hold
Have
on one
big
second.
ass
Hold
beards.
on.
You want to hear some real raps? Come over here to Death Row. You know what I mean? It is an enjoyable thing to do. I will say this, it's not as easy as people think it is to do. Cause you just say, oh, I can rap. But the beat don't stop. I ain't gonna give y'all no secrets. I'm gonna just tell y'all it ain't as easy as you think.
No, here's the thing. If you are that, it is as easy as you think.
For
if
me,
you're not that, and if you're not that, this is me talking. So I'm talking for me. So I can only tell you how I feel about myself. I can't tell nobody how they feel about themselves. So I'm saying like this: if you feel like you are that, and I feel like that is me, and if you feel like that is you, then you can come and do what you do. If by any chance, you're not ready, this is that Verbal Warzone offers artist development. We will never route your rounds. We can definitely push you in the right direction as far as energy, performance, and cadence. Holla at CDouble. He'll let you know what to do.
Yeah, just definitely hit me CDouble24 at Gmail if you interested, and we will go from there. Make sure you let me know what's something for Verbal Warzone. We will send you the information. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
He said, I'm coming through there to rap. All right, we'll see.
As you should. As you should.
We will see. You know what I mean? Because, right now we is not playing. We is not playing. We trying to take this thing over. Trying to take this thing over. Like she said, welcome to Death Row.
Welcome to Death Row.
Anything else you like to say? We could pretty much end it unless you really want to stretch it out. It's up to you.
First of all, anytime between 9:45 and 10 p.m., y'all gonna see me eat something because it's a schedule for when I have a snack, son. So y'all always gonna see me during these times have a snack. Don't even come for me in the comments now or in the future when I get thin. Like, oh, when she used to be fat, I was eating snacks. You heard? So rewind it and then. First of all, thank everybody for pulling. I'm just saying, because it's going to happen, bro. Because trust me, I go back and see other things like, oh my God, I was fluctuating in weight. Oh my God, I'm not going to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm way beyond that. What I'm saying is, I appreciate everyone that pulled up now. I appreciate everyone that will pull up in the future. And more than that, okay? I hope that peace and positivity resounds over everything that y'all do. I appreciate everyone. And that prosperity be the only thing with P that drips on you. Other than that, like, We'll see y'all Friday. Low
You
tier war.
already know.
Good talk war. CDouble presents. You know what I'm saying? PNP pull no punches. Like verbal wars on me in the building. Midwest shit. Big vibes. What are you talking about? He loves battle rap.
Don't be light scared. Oh,
All
yeah.
your fucking life. I'm a bitch, bro.